most companies, because maybe this idea of Milton Friedman and, you know, needing to just please the shareholder and the bottom line has become so embedded in our culture and our society and how we do business. In the classroom, I have had so many students argue this to me in the classroom. It's a settlement that we have, but it's actually kept managers, companies, leaders from actually thinking about those trade-offs in any kind of explicit way. And so, in fact, most companies don't even know what trade-offs they're making. They haven't thought through who is being affected by their choices. But let me give you an example of something that might help kind of bring this into relief. So here's a picture, very tragic picture of the Tazreen fire in Bangladesh, garment factory where 117 people died and over 200 people were injured in a fire in a place very far away from where we are here in Toronto, Canada. And so you might say, what does this have to do with trade-offs? This is a tragic event that happened in a faraway place. But Sujit Senik, who was a person who worked actually in a company in Canada that commissioned clothes, like the clothes that maybe would have been made in this factory, wrote an op-ed in the Globe and Mail right after this tragedy where he actually said, I designed that cheap garment, I lit that factory fire in Bangladesh. Now, he wasn't in Bangladesh, and he didn't actually physically light the fire. But the point that he was making was that because he wanted to provide an inexpensive clothing item to his customer who's demanding the $5 T-shirt or the $20 dress shirt, that because that customer was demanding that, he designed something like that, and then that led to the conditions in the factory that, you know, really contributed to this terrible outcome. That maybe the reason that the managers didn't allow people to get out of their seats when the fire started was because they were under a deadline to deliver these cheap shirts to a company, to basically consumers like us here in Canada. So what that basically shows is these business choices you have to make a $20 shirt or a $5 T-shirt actually have repercussions on all sorts of different communities, and this is what he was trying to point out.